So good day everyone. I will be presenting my final project of CMSC 209 Management Information Systems that summarizes all submitted documents for this subject and my strategic plan, operational plan, system analysis and design to my chosen organization and to my proposed information system. So hello guys, I'm Jim Bartolaba Batedio. I'm also part of the Group 4 Module 5 Decision Support System Reporters. Shout out to my group mates Camille, Sir Stephen and Neil. This is my first year of the Program Masters of Information Systems, and I'm currently working as a data analyst. At the end of the module, you should be able to know the author, have the basic background of the BFI or the organization chosen, understand the need of information system to the registration process of BFI, and planning to implementation proposal for the information system. So let's get started. Before we proceed, I have a question to you guys. How do you pronounce the organization name? Ito. B stands for this one, I stands for this one, and Phi stands for Philippines. So, in the Western employees of BI, they pronounce it as Beringer Ingelheim. So, since Pinoy kami dito, we pronounce it as Boehringer Ingelheim. So, Boehringer Ingelheim or Boehringer Ingelheim is a pharmaceutical company originated in Germany, specialized for human and animal diseases. Beefy has many divisions, and I will be focusing on the marketing human pharma department, particularly in the metabolic team. So why did I choose this organization? I chose Boehringer Ingelheim as my organization because I'm currently working at Beefy as a marketing data analyst, and I am aware of the concerns in our conventions, specifically during the event proper. As a marketing data analyst, we are also engaged in the activities and we usually handle the registration of our delegates per conventions. So my proposed information system is for the registration system of the BFI marketing. So problem definition and evaluation of the current information system. Up to date, registration system of beefy marketing in every scientific event is manually monitored by 3 to 4 provided stations using an Excel file in the registration area. Average of 200 to 300 delegates per activity. That's what we call stand-alone meeting or mga SAMs namin. So to give you an overview, ganito yung setup namin per activity. In the registration area, there should be at least 3 to 4 person who is in charge for the registration of the delegates. Per station, there is a laptop provided and in the laptop, merong registration file in Excel format. Take note that these are independent laptop, meaning kanya-kanya ng data for registration, hindi pa siya centralized. So, dito sa picture na to, this is us. Um, I'm the station 1 and then the rest is my workmates. Station 2, Station 3, and then Station 4. Kanya-kanya kami ng laptop. Registration staff will accommodate the delegates, which are the doctors. And for each doctors, may nag-handle na medical representative or yung mas common na tinatawag na medreps and the manager of the medreps. So, example of the screenshot of the registration file. So si Manager Charlene Tan with the district code of 2110 and her medrep Fia Asuncion with a territory code of 2111 have two doctors, namely si Dr. Gregorio Joseph Ryan Ardenia and si Dr. Rimatan. Where makikita natin sa MD role na si Dr. Ardenia is a speaker while si Dr. Rimatan is a delegate. Pag nag-approach sa amin, let's say si Dr. Ardenia, itatag namin ang actual status niya as attended. Declined if nag-cancel on the day of the activity, and no-show if no information at all about the MD if tutuloy ba siya or hindi. Knowing that we have independent laptops, for the registration, managers and medreps will ask to each station kung naka-register na ang mga doctors nila. Let's say for example, si Medrep Divine Felipe with the territory code of 2121 under manager name Giancarlo Isguera. Tatanungin niya si Station 1 kung si Dr. Carlos Lu is naka-register na. And if wala dun, baka andun sa Station 2. If wala sa Station 2, baka nasa Station 3 and so on. That is the challenge of our registration processing. Kasi we will only finalize the registration file right after the registration period. Maybe mag-pop up sa inyo na why don't we use Google Sheets since cloud naman siya and we can give options to access users to the file. Yes, we take that into consideration, but as per the organization, we need to use official business emails for business purposes. Kaya naisipan kong if hindi pwede yung Google Sheets, why not web registration system? So for the SWOT analysis, for the problem definition, strength, engaging in terms of physical communication to the delegates, as well as for the managers and medreps. Weakness, redundancy, especially when the medreps or managers of medreps will ask for the updates with their doctors to each stations. Opportunities, improvements, having and identifying gaps in the current registration processing, we can use this as basis for the proposed registration web information system. And lastly, threats, validation of data. There are times when the consolidation of the data have duplicates in the MD registration since this is not a centralized registration processing. Conceptual design. The initial data will be extracted in the internal system Salesforce. Salesforce is basically a cloud computing services used by the BFI. Dito nilalagay ng mga medreps ang mga doctors that are possible target invitees for the organization's activity. Second is, the extracted data in Salesforce is in Excel format or the registration file na pinakita ko kanina. Yung format na may district code, manager name, territory code, PSR name, and so on. Yun yung extracted file galing sa Salesforce. This file will be uploaded in ORCS or the proposed online registration consolidated system for the users to browse, can be accessed by any devices with browser application, and also the admin can update and edit the actual status of the attendees in the registration system. Right after the activity, final data will be consolidated and uploaded in the Salesforce to overwrite the initial data to be used for evaluation purposes on the concluded convention. One of the limitation of the project is it cannot remove or delete data because all given information are based on the extracted file, based dun sa Salesforce. If there are delegates in the initial data who failed to attend, will be tagged as no-show. Data should not be removed for auditing and compliance purposes of the organization. System and user interface. These are the proposed interface of the system. It should be simplified knowing that the system will hold large sizes of data para din to avoid lag issues if lalagyan pa ng madaming design functionalities. Also, this is subject for modifications based on the client's demand. So, in this case, ito yung magiging login page ng ORCS or ng Online Registration Consolidated System. And ito yung homepage where makikita natin yung import button. Ito, coming from the extracted file in the Salesforce. After ma-upload nung extracted raw file sa Salesforce, it should appear in the homepage. So, same format lang din dun sa raw file na may district code, may district name or na manager's name, territory code, medrep name, MD name, and so on. The only difference is that dun sa extracted file, naka-drop down yung actual status. Dito naman, yung options will be in three buttons. One is the attended, the red one is the declined, and the yellow one is the no-show. And Users, where we can see the list of users in the system that can be updated by the admin. And importantly, the summary page. In this way, we can address the challenge in the existing registration processing where the managers and medreps will no longer ask for update per stations because he or she can access the status of the doctors in the browser using his or her smartphone. For example, si Manager 2110 or si Charlene Tan, makikita niya na dito na yung planned invitees niya na doctor is dalawa and then yung nag-register na doctor is dalawa. And so on for 2120 District Manager Jean Carlo Isguera, makikita niya na dito na yung planned invitees niya is tatlo and then yung actual na nag-register pa is isa lang. So orgs will really help the district managers and the med reps to monitor their invite invited doctors. For the proposed tools to be used, SQL or the structured query language will be used for the database management. And for the backend tool, although I personally preferred PHP or the hypertext preprocessor since I am more familiar with PHP and and PHP is the PL we used back then in college and in my previous job. However, as per my research, the best PL to use for web development in 2019 is Python because it's a object-oriented programming language and many useful libraries can be used. And HTML or hypertext markup language and CSS cascading style sheet and JavaScript for the front-end design. Future features of the registration system. I think the best features to add are these two features. First is the chat box. I think it would be really helpful if there is a chat box in the registration system as way of communication from the event and registration staff. And also the barcode scanning. I've seen barcode scanning to national medical societies when they have their registration to their delegates, and I think this is a more efficient and faster way of getting the delegates' information. The last topic for this presentation is the implementation plan Gantt chart. So, registration system Gantt chart, project phase, planning, system analysis and gathering of information, system and database design, development, testing and presentation, implementation, and lastly, operations and maintenance. For the planning, meet with the organization to discuss the existing registration system flow and also to introduce the proposed system. And for the system analysis and gathering of information, gather the feedback from the organization and revise necessary information to cater the needs of the organization for the proposed system, and engaging in an actual event to experience real-time scenario and list down all observations that might help improve the proposed system from the concluded activity where you are engaged. And next is system and database design. With the information gathered from the client and in the actual activity, associate it with technical structure to formulate the system design of the proposed project, and meet with the client and developers to finalize all revisions before starting the development phase. And development, developing the system using the proposed tools to be used. And the next is testing and presentation. After the development, testing and presentation with the client are needed to know their feedback for the registration system before it will go to live. Implementation and operations and maintenance can be done simultaneously. So, for the implementation, operations, and maintenance, minor development assistance from the developers are needed if there are errors needed to be fixed. And last but not the least, this phase will then document all the feedback from the registration system for possible upgrade in the features. So these are the implementation plan for the registration system. And so here are my references for the images or videos. And that's it for my final project. Hope you have understand the purpose of my proposed registration system. And if you have any question, just leave it in the comment section and then try my best to answer it. Again, thank you for watching and have a good day.